Please subscribe.
The new Ford Explorer might be the Highlander's greatest adversary, particularly with its discretionary half-and-half powertrain. The Honda Pilot is a perpetual most loved for its incredible space usage and agreeable ride. Try not to seek the Subaru Ascent for refinement, however the automaker's 3-push hybrid SUV is open, zippy, and well estimated. The Chevy Traverse is exorbitant with well-being tech we think about basic, yet is generally a solid decision. It's demonstrating its age, yet the Nissan Pathfinder still has a great deal of ideals and it's frequently limited. The 2020 Toyota Highlander might not have the smooth great looks of other 3-push hybrid SUVs, or their roomy third-push seats. It has its very own cards to play, superb mixture efficiency and taking care of that ascents over the typical peaceful ride and far-off directing. The upgraded Highlander comes in L, XLE, Limited, and Platinum trim levels, with half-breed adaptations of those trims from L and higher. Over the lineup, we give the 2020 Highlander a TCC rating of 6.6, before any security appraisals have developed. While South Korea's greatest hybrids have swung for the seats with style, the most recent Toyota Highlander gets swole. A year ago's model looked decent, quiet, sort of exhausting. This year it's hit the juice. From the grille back, the Highlander's ledges and bumpers swell with practically human musculature. The kicked-up backside looks prepared to handle wind runs. Inside, the large sections its large touchscreens above enormous even retires that loan the Highlander loads of little things stockpiling. Execution from the 295-pole V6 puts on a show of being smooth and easy through a responsive 8-speed programmed. With the 243 horsepower half-and-half framework, there's some protesting to excuse until you read the printout from the gas siphon. The Highlander hybrid can gut out up to 36 miles per gallon consolidated, a wonderful number for a major family vehicle without an attachment. Either Highlander's ride and taking care of stacks up higher than rivals. The directing's weighted well and offers valuable street data while the swaggers and connections in the suspension suppress the ride without turning to costly versatile dampers. The 2020 Highlander's bigger impression and increasingly open inside pay off with huge space in the first and second lines, and agreeable seats anticipate every one of the 4 or 5 individuals who stay there. Toyota's front right seat can't tilt its space pad, which cuts a little into comfort. The third-push Highlander seats aren't in the same class as those in the Pilot, or in a Pacifica, so far as that is concerned, however they're fine for the little, and the little on the most fundamental level. Freight space hits the benchmarks at in excess of 84 cubic feet behind the front seats. Each 2020 Highlander has programmed crisis braking, touchscreen infotainment with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto similarity. Control includes a power rear end, and a power driver seat. We like the Highlander and Hybrid for their solid worth, both come in underneath $40,000. Pick into a stacked Highlander Hybrid Platinum and you'll get an all-encompassing rooftop, cowhide upholstery, round, a 12.3-inch touchscreen, JBL sound, and a sans hands rear end, however you'll pay more than $50,000. With the 2020 Highlander, Toyota has stripped back a layer of show. The 2020 Highlander messes up a portion of the hybrids in the past bolt straight lines and transforms its body with protruding ledges and air admissions. It's flawed yet intriguing, particularly inside where the Highlander spurns evenness as a rule. We think the 2020 Highlander merits an additional point for its large pith for a 6 here. The new Highlander's shape isn't vastly different than a year ago's model, however it rides on new particular design imparted to various other Toyota vehicles, for example, the Camry and RAV4. Its styling is less precise, with profoundly characterized lines that lump with more unmistakable quality than before. At the front, the previous ground-up grille has contracted to typical extents. The reverse trapezoid wears a major chrome barrette cut on with the Toyota logo. The Highlander's swollen flanks give the body side some frame of mind, however the ligament-like shapes look steroidal rather than the plainer entryways and nursery. At the tail, high and squeezed taillights lift the backside far away the ground. It's a competitor's position in the squares, regardless of whether its general size is more disc hurler than long-distance runner. Inside, the new Highlander gatherings the greater part of its controls together around a standard 8.0-inch or discretionary 12.3-inch touchscreen for infotainment with repetitive handles and fastens beneath. The striking asymmetry of the lodge functions admirably whether it's rendered in the harder plastics of the base models or the milder, rich completions of the costly forms. All the touch-delicate controls cant toward the driver, while shallow stockpiling receptacles and thin air vents sit in front of the front traveler. By one way or another, the Highlander wound up with a more radical and courageous cockpit than the RAV4, which has progressively gutsy outside styling. Somewhere close to the two, there's a champ, all around. Toyota has played out some exceptional changes to its new vehicles by turning them off from another worldwide engineering. The Prius, the Corolla, the RAV4, every one of them have altogether preferred taking care of over the vehicles they supplanted. Add the 2020 Highlander to the rundown. It's a piece of a similar family, and with astounding powertrains on tap, the recently certain guiding and well-damped ride nature of the Highlander raise its family vehicle game. We give it a 7 for execution, with additional focuses over the mean for its increasing speed and for its dealing with. On most Highlanders, control originates from a 3.5-liter V6 evaluated at 295 drive and 263 pound-feet of torque that buses capacity to the front or every one of the four wheels by means of a 8-speed program transmission. Despite the fact that the Highlander weighs at any rate 4,145 pounds, its speeding up feels solid and striking. That is additionally valid with the Highlander Hybrid, which can gauge in excess of 4,595 pounds. Toyota matches a 2.5-liter inline-4 to a nickel-metal hydride battery mounted underneath the back seats and a persistently factor-programmed transmission, CVT. The crossbreed framework is useful for an all-out yield of 243 horsepower, yet battery control pushes it energetically off the line, and it sounds excited off the beginning, if a little grumbly at pedal to the metal. It's a second or all the more slow out of the entryway versus the gas Highlander, yet efficiency ascends to more than 35 miles per gallon consolidated on most hybrid models. Despite what's under hood, the Highlander is offered in either front or all-wheel drive arrangements. Highlander L, LA, and XLE trims with the V6 can carry 50% of motor torque to the back wheels when expected to upgrade hold on dangerous streets. Highlander Limited and Platinum utilize an alternate all-wheel drive framework that can brake the left and right back wheels independently for better hold. That high-level framework likewise includes different modes for rough terrain and smooth landscape, in spite of the fact that the Highlander is a long way from a stone crawler. Half and halves get one more drivetrain arrangement. At the point when furnished with all-wheel drive, the Highlander Hybrid has a subsequent electric engine to control its back hub. No mechanical association exists between its front and back wheels. Choose the V6 and the Highlander is appraised to tow as much as 5,000 pounds. Toyota says the Hybrid can tow as much as 3,500 pounds. Toyota sets up the Highlander with swaggers in front and a multi-interface back suspension, and fits it with either 18 or 20-inch wheels. The contrasts between this Highlander and the last are denoted. The 2020 Hybrid really connects with its driver with what's happening at the street surface through guiding with genuine criticism and with ride movements that don't lean first, and pose inquiries later. Gas-fueled Highlanders charge best with 18-inch wheels, which retain street defects somewhat better. Those 20-inch wheels, which don't transmit a lot of effect from potholes into the lodge, still go along a greater amount of it because of heavier weight. Crossovers toll far and away superior, their heavier control weight keeps the Highlander's vertical ride movements under tight restraints. Front-drive hybrids even endure their rope and scrabble for footing until the back electric engine gets into the activity. The enthusiastic feel channels through the gas pedal and through the tires, something we'd never have said about any Highlander at this point. Toyota dismantles the Highlander like taffy to support its inside space and capacity. It's improved as a spot for up to 8 travelers, and the fascinating styling of the cockpit twists toward bunches of little things stockpiling. We give it a 9 for solace and utility. The new Highlander stretches 194.9 creeps taking all things together, is 76.0 inches wide, and rides on a 112.2-inch wheelbase. In all trims, the bounty of room starts in the first column, where wide seats suit a great deal of body shapes, yet could utilize to a lesser degree a dished base pad. Base autos wear sparkly yet grippy material, while engineered cowhide and genuine calfskin upholstery elegance progressively costly models. Toyota adds warmed and cooled seats to the more extravagant Highlanders, and most accompany a power front seat. However, no Highlander can alter the front seat for base pad tilt. The driving position falls off better, giving the low-mounted tilt/telescope wheel, accessible lumbar padding, and sweeping headroom, significantly under the sunroof. The Highlander's multi-level scramble shapes a couple of shallow containers to hold cell phones, keys, and mail. The open receptacle in the inside stack has a go-through to the USB port underneath, same as the old Venza Hybrid, however the shallow containers aren't amicable to fat hands. Remote charging occurs in the profound focus support, under a slide-away spread. The more affordable Highlanders wear hard plastic high up on the scramble and entryways, However, limited and platinum models get all the more delicate touch stuff, and a natty caramel inside plan. In Push 2, those lower,